Back in the action here for map number 2. This could be the last map of the series. It's 3D Max's pick. They're up 2-0 after nuke and their one map advantage. It could all end here, Alan. We could see 3D Max the champions of Season 46 of the ESL Challenger League.
Barely drops a map. One in the playoffs. Couple earlier on against some big fish. But now, here we go. 3 chances. And Shalfie are looking to sow some doubt still in this series. He's here to play.
Made such big moves towards the end of nuke to keep them in it, to keep them fighting, to nearly give them a chance to close it out in regulation. I mean, this guy continues to put all the responsibility on his shoulders, right? Continues to put himself in spots to shine, and he continues to do so. But they need more than just that, this map. Still, once again, he's given them a prime opportunity that does, in fact, spread. I was wondering whether there'd be a gap there. Krad's able to get one. Haji wants to capitalize. Knows that this is basically a foot race, and what he wants out of this, it's a bomb plant. What he gets out of this, it's a bomb plant. Money made, and a chance to win it all. Gokushima will snatch that away, but still, in a 1v4 is what that wound up being. Getting a bomb plant, that's tremendous.
Absolutely. We'll ensure a buy in the next. And we know just how potent those can be. Smoke shuffled over. One for you, Mr. Gokushima. Okay. Well, equally, if that's going to set the tone for this CT side from forZe. Aggression. Taking fights might be the name of the game. Of course, the early kills from Shalfie felt like the real difference makers. And where's this buy going to shake out? Of course, Haji with those frags gets an AK on the board. That could come in very handy. And let's see how 3D Max deploy these rifles. See if they can take a page out of the forZe book. Making these sort of rounds work.
Aggression from Gokushima. Nice peek, nice kill. And this is a good setup to deal with the thrust from 3D Max. XOC is trying to disrupt it. And they will, but at the cost of great health. 4 players here, right? This has been red from forZe. Now, having gained brackets, 3D Max might just be hitting a little bit of the pause. Boost. Okay, alright. Still need to wait for the smoke to go. But it is a cheeky boost. A new element, a new thing you can do on this map. Gokushima was not ready for it. 2 kills coming back the other way, but Tanir... it's a nice one. Slows him down, slows him up. That bomb's dropped to the grasp of Result as well. Tanir doing a great job of stalling, and now it all falls to Haji. 2 kills already in this round, 2 more required of him. Trying to get a little lucky, but now that Krad's up through mid, this should be impossible. He would have to come back to the bomb, whatever does happen, and Krad indeed will shut it down.
Good hold, good read. Mid stack works perfectly. It's a good try to recover the round from 3D Max, but the advantages were too strong. And the info all too good for that flank to get engaged. Okay. Well, this one's got to be an eco from 3D Max. And this is just the start forZe needed. Reverse sweep required. We know Inferno for them has been a little bit up and down, so just getting rounds under the belt. Very, very nice.
Okay, that's some rounds. Look, yeah, it's just an anti-eco, but 4 kills coming in with the SMG ain't bad. Gokushima in particular building up that cash early on, that capital. Gonna help with getting the op up. Question is, do they dump one of the SMGs in this round to get it early? Or are they gonna play with the bonus? I'd imagine they play with the bonus. It's not like forZe exactly don't love an SMG by themselves.
He's tossed it over.
Result.
Yeah.
God, what a humble king, Result. that you've been the top frag for your team consistently throughout these playoffs, and you're still willing to just, yeah, sure, I'll take the MP9. This is fine. Player by logs, lucky. Bit of a surprise there. They naded out, so the numbers are exchanged, but it's not a terrible result to open up this defense a little bit.
I don't think they should be disappointed. It's full banana control. Of course, this apps engagement is yet to be fully realized. 3D Max haven't cleared this. Bomb is still in T-spawn. This is very interesting. Because equally, if they make too much B noise to 3D Max, then maybe Result starts pushing. For now, the sole B player, fake out from 3D Max, pulls to nearer the site, as does Fukushima. And look at this, Result is pushing. Oh, this timing could be brutal.
Result. Oh, he's just missed him. Timing can be brutal, Alan. Oh, it still could work out. He hears these footsteps. Now he's going to have the full flank on. Joko is coming back to it. He knows he's got one more. This is tremendous. This is tremendous. They're all lined up. No one's watching, but he only gets one. What a snap around from Maka. Muscle memory. Still, it's full confirmation of information, of positioning. But the bomb has crossed. The bomb can be planted, and now Maka and Exorcist have shut down the early prong. Crowd, I mean, could go for damage, could just save here. I think save is probably the right call, but Maka's already on the prowl looking for this final kill. And he hears Crowd. No world of Crowd expected him to be that far off already. So it's 3D Max on the board.
One interesting round. I don't think forZe actually made a big mistake here. I think they just got incredibly unfortunate with the timing of how, you know, they see the B pressure out from 3D Max. They rotate off. They let Result push apps. The flowchart makes sense. They just left that massive gap in long. And 3D Max slipped in at just the right time. Okay, they'll feel a little bit hard done by, but that is Counter-Strike, so why we don't play, you know, MR5 or whatever. There's rounds to recover. And Fukushima seems to know there's no warp in play. Very aggressively facing. Can't get the initial frag, but he's going back in for more. Look at this. Fukushima trades all over the place in Banana. Brutal exchange to start of this round.
Chaffee with the weight of the round again. If he drops, right, they're just going to grab the bomb, come in towards B. It's going to be over. And he's gone. He's gone. That absolutely has to be the read. They're pushing the smoke. They know what they've got. Losing one on the flank could put this bomb under pressure if forZe can get there in time. But with smokes up, it's confident from Haji. He knows. He knows he's going to be okay. Even a flash toss just to make sure there's no one on his tail. Bomb down. And the money being what it is for forZe, this is not one they want to go for. They're not making any moves to approach. 3D Max will close the gap to just one. Keep the pressure ramped up on forZe early.
Doing work on Banana. All these 3D Max players. Great stuff. Early entries. Applying more and more pressure. And ultimately, looking good. Mac is enjoying himself. Okay. Well, I think forZe are going to have to swallow their pride soon and go on pistols with the remaining players. Is the money going to shake out? Yeah, I think it's just too much to ask. Almost spotting each other at the end, but not to be.
Not enough money for Shalfie to buy a glass cannon AWP in this one, so they'll work with what they had. A little investment from Crad gets him an SMG.
He's balled up quite a lot, you know. Not massive loss bonus, just 2-4 loss, so.
He's hoping he gets one. If he gets one, he justifies it. Result does. 1-for-1 exchange with the AK not recoverable, though. I don't love that. Crad, you madman. You absolute lunatic. He's done. That gun, again, unrecoverable.
just a question of avoiding Fukushima now, isn't it?
Mm.
And look how 3D Max have pumped the brakes. Fukushima's going to go looking.
They certainly know where he likes to play.
That is bomb in mid. I just
That
about didn't spot Maka.
That could be the
But
round
he
back on.
sees the smoke coming over. He might work out where that came from.
See if he's got the information. See if he's got the process here. Maka holding the angle. Just looking for that headshot. Looking for that exact peak. This is a tale of who's quicker on the trigger. And all the while, his teammates are getting closer in the apps. Fukushima, there's a timer on this. He can't wait around. If they get down boiler, he's dead. He's fully exposed. His teammate is gone. Oh, and he's not even going to get the kill. Was looking for Lucky. Lucky's got it. They deal with the They deal with the round.
They're also not going to save through the rifles at this rate, are they? And
AK might be recoverable. Did Lucky throw it over? Lucky must have thrown it over.
one of these T players are going to sit on that orb. That is for sure. As 3D Max are really starting to spool up here on Inferno, it's got to be said. Maybe they've learned their lesson anti-eco as well. There's that AK, okay. Does it get recovered?
Second one as well. That's a little bit of fortune for Shalfie. Might make them think a little bit more about the hunt. There's some cash to spare, but positioning not really there. These two AKs make it out. I mean, it's not a terrible result. It's not atrocious. But you're now all tied up. We need to see something from forZe here. We have questions about their Inferno. We need answers.
Terrorists win.
Maybe a pause is due for discussion. Certainly on the banana side, maybe a more passive approach. I'm not sure. We weren't on board for the last round, so we didn't see exactly what went wrong with the gun round and their plan take. But you can't let that slip too many times. No AWP for Fukushima. The rifles across the board. Let's see how they choose to open this round. For now, 2 towards B. Bit of help from some util. Bottom banana smoke. Smoke just in front of underpass 2 from the CP side. So a lot of util invested early here to try and hold 3D Max at bay. I've seen this mid smoke a lot now, and I'm yet to really believe in it. Gotta be honest.
Okay.
Certainly in this round, I don't know what forZe got out of that extra mid smoke.
Here comes the swing. Shalfie confirmation. Can't get the kills, but Fukushima can. Fukushima staying calm on the spot in 2 big frags. Well, since 3D Max reeling. Maka's looking for some sort of a peek. Oh my goodness, nearly loses his life on that one. The nade will chase. But there's 4 players here ready for it, and 3D Max aren't giving ground. Just gonna brawl. A flashback in, maybe that's a bit of a mistake. They know where Tanir is as well. And they passed him. Good molly, good swing back in. Love the idea from Joko, nearly catches him. It's all about these sight players, and they weren't ready for Fukushima. So the swing in, the hold is good. It's all on Maka. Far too many targets to find. That shot catches the wall, doesn't land. And it is 4 alive. Fukushima finding another level here.
Maybe a misread from 3D Max. They popped the mid smoke. Works best if there's players exposed, but forZe were not. They were playing round the corners. The flashes didn't really catch them at all. Fukushima can take fights on his terms. Okay. Orb on Fukushima too. Bit of money in the bank as well. Fukushima is fearless taking these peaks. At some point, Mac is going to have an orb. I think he actually could have in this round. And that could spell problems, but for now, Fukushima getting information, getting aggressive. Crad 2 flashed in. Molly behind it. There's 4 players to contend with here. So maybe ill-advised to get any more aggressive. And for now, forZe, more content to sit back.
The bodies are on the right spot for forZe. There's still a lot of utility here as well. Right? We've got a molly, 3 smokes. Shelfie's shifting off.
Why is Shelfie coming over? Gukushima's just cleared mid. There's nothing in apartments. This could prove to be a massive mistake. The info does not point to an A round coming anytime soon for 3D Max.
So it seems like maybe he thought, well, he's out of position. That's the end result. We won't worry about what he thought, but he's back in the nick of time. Shelfie, try and isolate this fight with CT, but it's more than they were ready for. And the bodies are dropping fast and furious here. It all falls to Tenier on the defense. They're slipping around in towards Church. He's got the idea, does Tenier, and he's pinched. He's gonna be up to his teammates to bring this through. Gokushima above the smoke. That's cheeky. And Maka wants to fight. Maka wants to fight on this AWPer. He knows he's low. He's gonna try and maximize his life here. Nice slip pass. Gokushima's not ready. The kill is in. What a play from Maka. And Result cannot recover. 3D Max, that one got Tetchy, but it's a tied scoreline again, and the money thrown into chaos for forZe.
Unbelievable recovery in the after plant. They tried the ruins wrap where you smoke front sight and explode, and it's got to be said, it was definitely a mistake for Shelfie to be leaning A, but he was actually in the right place at the right time come that hit. So deep in CT, the flashes were incredibly ineffective on him. But his site partners were just overwhelmed. Absolutely overwhelmed. So despite having the numbers, despite having early frags, round slips the way of 3D Max. Maybe that's now being discussed in this pause. And forZe have a very tough buy decision to follow. I think they're going in, but it will not be perfect. Couple FAMASs, but it's really utility. We're on Inferno. We like to pay attention, and it's lacking a lot. Krad could get a good nade set, but with one molly, a banana take is not going to be an option. Surely not. It's hard to play Inferno with this few nades. They might have to take a risk from the off. And they will. 4A start. Look at this.
They do love a risk. You say they might have to take a risk, as if they wouldn't have done one if they had a full buy. Crouch just trying to sell presence here. He's dumping a lot of util early. He's actually full stacking. So he was just dumping his nade set to try and convince them to head A, and he's rotating. This is a full 5-man gamble. Meanwhile, 3D Max are moving just back into spawn to get more nades.
This is a zero hero round for forZe, isn't it? They are going to look silly if this ends B, but look at the way the bomb is going.
It's an all-out blitz.
My.
In football, they call this a cover zero. You've got no one in the back lines. You're either making the stop, or you're in major trouble. I haven't seen anything B. They haven't seen anything. So the question is, do they second guess it? Do they say, we haven't seen anything for a reason? Or do they look at this and say, well, we haven't seen anything. Maybe it's a 4-man stack and they're trying to lure us in.
If they put smokes down on B and there's no reaction, I think they'll definitely commit. Bomb is being moved over, and for now, it's looking rosier and rosier for 3D Max. Just leaving XSCs on the side of the map. Yep. They're going the right way.
On the go, in they move. Bomb will be planted and this round's over. It's about to stack, and for Exorcist now, it's about being a little nuisance. And he's found one more. Every kill is worth its weight in gold. Exorcist is such an annoying one for them to handle. Shelfie can't find the first, but the trade is there. Can't stick around. Gotta get out. So the hunt is on.
Don't think they have the money to commit that hard to it, so I suspect these guns are going through. Well, if any of our viewers needed a lesson in what sort of Counter-Strike forZe sometimes poses, you might just got a lesson. They are not risk averse.
Nope.
They are magnetized to risk.
Hmm.
They love it.
Risk attract.
Adrenaline junkies.
Couple USPs, but you know, don't say it's done. As we've seen on Nuke.
This is a good buy. This is perfect.
Huh?
What more could you need?
USPs ain't bad. Coming to the way moments of this half as well. Only
It's
3
been
more rounds to
years
play.
since I've seen a T-side team throw a top mid smoke like that. Wow. Showing their age on 3D Max. As is mine. Maybe too.
4 players are here. Numbers are up. Look, 2 of them have USPs, but well, 1 of them's gone. Goodbye, Rezo.
Where are the rifles?
In pit. And
Pit and sight. 2 on A.
Fukushima! The USP! Oh, the damage. Nearly got a TK out of it. But
They need to
cleared out
NB.
Crad. They can just
They
go
need
B.
to NB. They need to work this out. They've killed
They're
a
doing
lot
it.
of players on the rotate.
They're so confident here that they're leaving the players to hunt the guns. And they're just sending Maka to make sure B is clear. He'll come back, get the bomb, plant it. But it's a game of elimination right now, and Shalfie, he's the last survivor.
Feels to me the differences between these teams are, yes, 3D Max sometimes like an aggressive round, an aggressive call, but I think they're better at knowing when to turn that dial back. Especially after they got checked on Nuke and Taiko.
Again, it comes down to the difference in experience levels, right? 3D Max have been doing this for a long time. Yeah, they like the aggression, but they can turn it off when they need to. They can calm down, take stock. It's calculated in a way that forZe doesn't always seem to be able to do, right? Some of these players are, as we've said, live by the sword, die by the sword. You know, you're talking about Crowd, you're talking about Kokushima. They want to make that next move, that next push. And I don't know if they have the depth of experience yet to know when maybe it's not required.
But now's the time to prove us wrong. Because this map is starting to slip a little bit. Tania, very aggressive. Molly finishes the job. But they're showing a lot of numbers on B. And here's the reaction straight out mid. Shalfie down. And Fukushima, glass cannon, called upon. First found, ducks into apps. His only job right now is to stay alive.
He'll be able to do so. The smoke gives him the cover, right? The Molotov can't burn him out. They're looking for this kill, though, Exorcist. Not calling the bluff. Kokushima tried to roll the dice, but he's kept the numbers up for his team. Very viable retake now. Unless Maka has anything to say about it, that's a quick one. Shuts down one dimension they were hoping for. Here comes the retake. Here comes play. Here comes the maneuver. Exorcist trying to get lucky through the smoke. He's tagged up. The time is such an issue. There's no kits. They gotta go now. They gotta go right now. Tanier finds the first. Now they can get on the defuse. They know where the last is. Need to get on that bomb. And they are indeed. Rezo committing through. Tanier cannot stay alive. Maka plays it to perfection.
He's making a strong MVP case right now, isn't he?
Yes, he
Wow.
is.
What a grand final it's been for Maka. I was watching the clock as well there. There were no kits. Time was becoming a big problem. That's why Tania had to stick. He actually comes off it. He would have lost it there anyway, even if he gets the kill. Ooh, and they're going to buy up into this. It's round 12. They've got to invest. 4 players mid, and they're going to get aggressive on forZe. Caution to the wind. Fukushima snaps Agi out of the air. Result makes it 2. It's actually Crad to find the frag. An absolute mess in mid. And I'm wondering if these CDs can even get out alive. They can't fall back, and they're falling thick and fast.
Don't say it's done, though. Kokushima. Despite the struggles of the team, he's had a strong map, and that's a headshot. Counterpart on the other side eliminated. Now Tanier is still in towards the site. They don't know about this. They don't know. The flashbangs are good. The kill is as well. Oh, and they'll make it happen in the clutch. Tanier and Gokushima back against the wall. A fifth found for forZe as they need everything they can possibly get to take into the second half. Second half, and it could be the last. 3D Max. They're just 6 rounds away from the title here. Joko catches a smoke. Catches some lead, but he's trading it back the other way. Kill found. It'll be a retake. And Result knows he's got a lot of players coming his way, and he cannot handle them. Overloaded. Joko lost, though, so it's all about this banana presence. They do have a kit. They do have utility as well. Not a bad setup for a retake. Flashbang is good. It's lethal, but Shalfie can't capitalize. And his teammates now down. They're trying. They're making it so tough. It's all on the Crad now. Crad, though, staying alive. Running, dipping, diving, dodging, ducking. But they're defusing. And there's nothing Crad can do about this. Completely off the mark on the bomb position. And 3D Max inch ever closer to this title.
Went to plan for them. Soul player B gets 1 kill, stays alive. Mid stack pushes mid. They have nades for the retake. That was always intended for 3D Max. Edging very close now. Eyes on this investment from forZe. We're not quite in last chance saloon territory, but in terms of keeping this comfortable, this is their best route, frankly, back into this grand final, let alone the map. Now would be a time for Result to get engaged. He's not at his best map. We don't want to disparage him, but we know how important he is to this team. We know how critical he has been to their big series wins to get them this far, to get them into Pro League. And they need Result more than ever on this T side.
Look at this read from 3D Max as well. With no pressure on Banana, they've got everybody here ready to deal with this thrust up mid. Contact gonna come. What are you gonna do to deal with this? There has to be a flash around the corner. They're just gonna do a drive. They're gonna risk it. The swing's in. It's not gonna work. The overload. Unsuccessful. Spacing poor. Kokushima alone. And they bet a lot on this, and they got nothing. They got nothing. There's an isolate by Banana.
There's no smoke for CT, even if he gets the kill. And he runs into B, 5 alive, and that is a big dent in forZe's chances. Even a Galil recovered on Lucky and Jocko. Rifles across the board. forZe surely have to eco. As 3D Max ebb ever closer. One round at a time, lads. What are they right now? 4 weeks into their organization? 3.5? That sort of range?
About a month. Something along those lines.
They got signed, I think they went public the day before yon shipping. Just over 3 weeks ago. Yeah. This would be quite a statement.
Indeed, Exorcise commits to the fight. He's got it as well. 2 players surviving. Result has an AK. So it ain't done just yet, but Tanir's got the bomb, and I think they just heard him picking up a gun. They did indeed. Lucky. This is a hard fight. There it is. There's the punish. A 2v2. Could this be the round? Not from Tanir. Oh, and Result. There's no way he expects Haji to still be here. How would you expect him to still be there? Double digits on twice their opponent's scoreline. Just 3 more needed. 3 more rounds. 3D Max have been the picture of class in this finals. Been ahead every step of the way.
Where are they at? One map drop for playoffs, is that correct? Something of the sort.
Sounds about right. Going back to check.
No, they lost one to, No, yeah, just the one. Just the one. The Sinners. Been flawless. They've been absolutely brilliant. Not a bad group stages either.
They're one of the top seeds coming into this. They're capitalizing. They knew what they wanted. They knew what the objective was at the beginning. Shelfie, though. Matches Maka. Maybe dreaming of that victory a little bit too soon. So a lot of time to play out in this. They're going to take it back B.
Yeah. 3D Max have to take a risk, and at the moment they're leading the wrong way. 3 on A. It's just Jocko in defense. He has a smoke, so maybe could buy a little bit of time, but he needs his team to nab some information. Haji is clearing brackets, but I fear this information is too little, too late. Smoke is down, but could be disrespected. Players through. That's the crowd we know and love. And these remaining 3D Max players have to save.
Gotta play the long game here. Look, they're well aware of what forZe can do. They played Nuke, right? They played, they know. No round is done until it is, until it's over. You don't want to let them back into it. You don't want to give them an inch. But they'll concede this round. Keep the guns alive. Keep it fighting into the next.
forZe know how important it is to grab these guns. Caution is to the wind, actually. They're investing a lot. They don't have money themselves, so this has to go well, actually. This is actually a really important set of duels to come. The round might be done, but economy still being jostled over. I'm not sure if that was worth it, Mike. I've got to be honest.
Last kill.
I've got to be honest.
2 for 1, I think, was fine, but 2 for 2, or 3 for 1. The exchange rate, not favorable. Investment will come back in. I mean, Haji's got plenty of money. A gun can be dropped over for Joko if he doesn't just go to an SMG or a Deeg. It's going to be fine, right? 3D Mac had a chance to instantly rally, and now you've got no cushion to fall back on. So, again, forZe are going to risk pretty much it all. And here's where the timeout comes in. Here's where the pause comes in from 3D Max. Here's where the coach gets active, kill the Zeus, and look, after those kills, this could be it, guys. You win here, you win this round. Here's the play. We win here, easy street. Straight to the dub.
Yeah. A timely pause, we don't see it enough. And if they lose more rounds, I'm sure more pauses are going to follow thick and fast. Because 3D Max recognize we've got a big lead on an even map where we're comfortable. We're in touching distance of sweeping this series. If this gets to Ancient, if it gets to Anubis, fireworks could follow. You want to get this done here and now, and this is the best chance. Maka has that all important, making a very strong case for himself right now as the most valuable in this tournament. And where's he going to open? At the moment, flashing for his teammates. Quick check on mid. Nobody spotted, but now holding apartments. Be ill-advised to test that, man. He is not missing right now.
forZe push back out of Banana. They give it all up.
Yeah. 3D Max, though, they're nabbing info on B, but they're running out of time. Nades lined up. For the moment, this is a perfect call from forZe. There's only 2 in defense. And Haji is going to have a very tough time here getting involved.
He's going to risk the smoke. Ooh, backs off of it. Maka gets an all-important kill. XC's able to trade. XC's, that's the bomb drop. That's the bomb and more! He just doesn't stop. XC's explosive. And that's a gut punch on the forZe. They had the right call. They had the right read. They had the right spacing. But they didn't have the all-important kill.
Have we just witnessed the championship winning play?
It's got to be.
They're ever so close now. It also prevents the bomb getting near the site. The buy here is troublesome at best. Exorcise. It's got to be said, Mike, he's had a cracking tournament. He's not in the best positions. You know, this team is meant to be the Jocko, Haji, and Maka show. But Exorcise has been right there with them the whole way through this playoffs. He's been brilliant. And he saved his best to last. This might be his best map of the tournament, and he's dealing death blows right now.
He's been the space taker more often than not. Finding the gaps, finding the space created, and against a team like forZe, it can be tough to read, right? They're so nebulous at times. That is tough to find those gaps, tough to find those moments, and he's done a masterclass of it on Nuke and now Inferno.
Spy is not a surprise. They were unlikely to want to hand over 6 championship points. They'd rather force here early and try and make it more tangible, more doable. But there's a lot of pressure on this round. There's not a great deal of util either. Result, the sole AK, and he's got to come alive. He needs to find an entry. He needs to find an opening. He needs to find a gap for his team.
Dodge the initial op shot. That's huge. Down will slow it up, though. First foray rebuffed. Shelfie lost an apartment, so they hold on to that control on the 3D Max side, makes his defense much easier. And you can see, having lost that approach to the assault, forZe don't want this. They're out. But look at the pull. 3D Max have completely given up.
Yeah, but the info is going to be so good.
The timing, that's perfect. Now they certainly go back. Seeing the player rotate back out. Is there a cross smoke? There is. That was required. Desperate. There's no one in sight. That spam confirms it for them, even with the damage done. But it's all about the retake now. The bomb will be down, but a 5-on-3, health abysmal, weaponry limited, no utility. Result, if ever there was a time to jump back to the top of the board, it's now. It's here. And he's going to take the initiative in towards the church, but he's down, he's done, he's dusted. It's just Tinier. An upgrade at least. The first kill found, but no more. 3D Max secure map point. They'll get 6 cracks at this, 6 cracks at the crown, at the championship.
They've been formidable. Absolutely formidable. Stunning Counter-Strike. Out from 3D Max. And what a tournament it's been for them. Second place in their group. Got orged up in the meantime. Beat 9 with a full lineup, we have to add as well as Monty earlier on in the playoffs. Apex down 2-0. Sinners reverse swept. And now on the brink of making clean work of a forZe team that we know can go the distance when required. So many chances.
A little bit of chaos here in this round. But a rotation on, having lost the first body. 3D Max, maybe looking to stack towards A. Looking to gamble. Joko does have utility. But the hit's coming his way. He's going to have his hands full in just a moment. Smoke on. Does that stall this enough? There's no information towards A. This is just going to be the risk. Joko, I mean, even if they're even going to attempt this retake, Joko needs to go ham. Ability to try and slow it. A damage exchange and he'll live, but the site is lost. The bomb is planted and forZe may have just bought themselves another round.
I think saving is the right call. Play the long game. And you're right. Good entry from Crad. 3D Max take a risk, warranted. But they guess wrong. 1 down. 5 to go. We've seen bigger comebacks. We've seen some ridiculous comebacks.
We have indeed.
MR12
has shrunk the margins, man. Comebacks, they're real, but not a lot making it out of this round, so it's going to be expensive. 3D Max will find a pound of flesh. Haji guarantees it. Now we go again.
Wondering if we're going to see another pause crack from 3D Max. Looks like we're going to streak into this round with no respite. The buy is good. Definitely a top tier opportunity to finish this off. What's the setup from the CT side? 3 towards the short side for the start. We're going to get an apartment setup. Looks like it. Maka focused on mid. His teammates aggressive in apartments. Maka backs out before he gets a fight, but look at Ecstasies. All the time he can be brutal. What can he find?
Scar 1. Able to stay alive as well. Maka survived under pressure, under threat. They're trying to wrap onto the site. Ecstasies this time checked, but the trades are there. And they're rebuffed. They're rotating. The bomb's moving off. They're trying to fight in towards CT, but that is punished. And now... oh, just 2 players surviving. Gokushima and Result trying desperation. Result's got something. And might that just be enough? Still so much work to do. And Lucky could put this away, but he's down. Trying to force the issue. Gokushima's brought this back to even numbers. 2 heroes on for forZe. On whom shoulders the map lies. Joko's made the play in towards CT, anticipating that this is where they might move. Haji in the mini pit. Position should be decently known, at least a possibility, but he needs nothing more. No